Thank you folks for tuning in. I'm student meteorologist Dylan Leith here with FSU weather on your Thursday edition. We're going to continue our typical pattern that we've been seeing with this rain in the afternoon the next couple of days. You're also going to see your Father's Day forecast come up later in the show. Right now though, it is 76 degrees outside. They're still seeing some partly cloudy skies and some scattered thunderstorms are still possible right now. But as we go on later in tonight, things will clear up, and as we saw throughout the day, a lot of this rain has dissipated right now recently, just now cloud cover being the main factor, but a stray shower or two or this other big area of showers is still possible later on into tonight. And as you can see through the great state of Florida, showers are prevalent throughout its entirety. For tonight though, things are going to calm down when it comes to showers, and it's definitely going to cool down to 71 degrees. Winds not being a big factor tonight. And as we look at our 3-day forecast for this coming weekend, you see rains Friday and Saturday, but less chance of a rain on Sunday for your Father's Day if you want to hang out with your dad and give him some appreciation.
All right, let's take a look at the current temperature right now. We're currently sitting at 86 degrees, below our average, thankfully, but nothing near our record temperature, high temperature of 103 degrees. Some people in the country are seeing triple digits, luckily not us, but here in our area we are seeing temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. You're seeing those upper 70s where the rain has passed over, cooled Tallahassee down to 76, Quincy sitting at 77, and Apalachicola sitting at 83. Still warm, pretty warm down there. High dew points are showing all the moisture, all the humidity that we're feeling when we go outside, and a lot of rain is causing these dew points to be fairly high, making it feel pretty muggy outside. And you can see on the satellite and radar, a lot of the rain is starting to dissipate. We still have some clouds lingering around the Tallahassee area and even some rain off to our west, but you'll see those lightning strikes start to diminish as we go on to the night. And as Dylan said earlier, as that bulk of rain moves towards the east, we could still see a shower or storm throughout the night. But you'll see, looking into the future, this will calm down. Clouds will clear out. You may see a couple clouds, but as you wake up tomorrow, you will see some sunny skies, some clouds in the sky, and then as the daytime heating starts, you'll see that shower and thunderstorm activity pop up, just like you saw today, a typical summertime forecast. And then going into the night, things will calm down. For tonight, we can't rule out some showers or a possible storm, but it's going to decrease as we go into the night. 71 in Tallahassee, 72 in Perry, and Framebridge will see a low of 72. For tomorrow, similar to today, we'll see those highs in the 80s, 87 in Tallahassee as well as Perry, 88 in Valdosta, and you'll see thunderstorms and showers are expected just as we saw today. And we will get cooler in the middle of the day if you get that rain in the area. For tomorrow, waking up, it's a good time to walk the dog or go on a run at 7 a.m. We'll just see some clouds and sun, waking up to 72 degrees. As we go into the afternoon, the chance of rain and storms does increase, and we will see a high of 90 around 3 p.m. tomorrow. But again, if we're seeing rain, we won't get into the 90s. And looking at the week ahead, you'll see similar forecasts for the summertime pattern. Father's Day, though, looking pretty good right now. We're not going to see too big of a chance of rain like we are seeing Friday into Saturday. So luckily, you can get outside with your dad, that high of 92. And then as you go into the rest of the week, the 90s aren't going to go away anytime soon. And we're going to continue to see those lows in the lower 70s. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Jake to take a look at the southeast.
Thank you, Brittany. This is that part of the program where we start to zoom things out. We'll eventually go back to Brittany with a look at the national picture. But for now, you're seeing these rain-cooled spots across the southeast, very well defined in this temperature map. It's 76 degrees in Tallahassee. Some other cooler spots include an 84-degree reading currently in Montgomery, as well as 77 in Charleston, South Carolina. So a little bit of relief from those otherwise 80s and lower 90s in those areas. With regards to the dew points, 60s and 70s abound. Southerly flow coming in off of a ridge that's been building over the Atlantic, and that will really continue to help keep the moisture into our area, although these numbers are really nothing outside of what we would expect this time of year. 72-degree reading in Tupelo, as well as 71 up in Atlanta, Georgia. The satellite and radar, the Florida Panhandle has really been the hotbed for a lot of this rainfall today, although we've been seeing scattered showers and storms really lining the entire central and eastern Gulf Coast. Some pretty serious lightning with a lot of these storms, and a very interesting feature here is in Alabama, you see a lot of the spinning around. We have an upper level low that's really helping to concentrate more of this rainfall down towards the south helped to steer a lot of that rainfall out of the west into our area, and why we had more rain coverage in Tallahassee compared to what we saw the last couple of days around town. That feature will not be going away, and with that we can see some thunderstorms still lasting into the overnight hours tonight as well as tomorrow morning. Most of that concentrated in the western Florida panhandle as well as central and southern Alabama even into tomorrow morning. So it could be another active day across much of the southeast tomorrow. More scattered shower and thunderstorm activity across the rest of the region, especially as you go, say, north of Montgomery or so into tomorrow afternoon, setting up for what pretty much appears to be our run-of-the-mill summertime day across most of the region. Otherwise, for tonight, 70s anywhere you look except for Key West down at 80 degrees. Thankfully not there in those muggy conditions. Partly cloudy skies. Scattered thunderstorms still possible in parts of Florida as well as Mississippi all the way over towards Louisiana, with New Orleans at 75 degrees. And as for tomorrow, 94-degree, partly cloudy day in the forecast for Shreveport, so nice and toasty off to our west. A little bit cooler, but still muggy and still the threat of some rainfall in areas like Tallahassee, where we're going to be expecting a high of 87 degrees. So back to Brittany now to zoom things out with a national look.
Let's take a look at some current temperatures across the nation. Dew points are feeling pretty muggy. When you go off towards the east, you are seeing these higher dew points indicating the more muggier conditions. When you head off west, you're going to see drier conditions, those lower numbers, 28 in Salt Lake City and 33 in Denver. When you get closer to the coast off to the west, you'll see more muggier conditions because they're closer to the ocean. Surface map is showing, helping us represent the systems we are currently watching. There's a low pressure system that's currently causing some severe weather in the Dakotas, and also this warm front is causing a lot of thunderstorms off to our north. And then you can see high pressures are off to the south, but as Jake was saying before, because of that low pressure at the surface, we are seeing some rain in our area. Here's those warnings and watches. Tornado watch in effect for northern North Dakota, and as you go south into the southern part of North Dakota and into South Dakota, there is a severe thunderstorm watch as this low pressure system is going to move through, and that is in effect until tonight at midnight. And this orange box you see here is actually a severe thunderstorm warning, so that means there is a severe thunderstorm currently happening. As we go south, some orange boxes once again, and even a red box. That could be a tornado warning as these storms are moving along this warm front across into Missouri, heading southwards. So they are experiencing some severe weather, and you can see all this lightning associated with this band of rain moving towards the south. Going up into the northeast, that's where you saw that low pressure system. Some rain involved, looks like just some light to moderate rain, and you can see this rotation of the low pressure system. That's going to be moving off the coast shortly. And going into the Four Corners, a lot of rain. There's actually a flash flood watch in effect for southern Colorado. This is a good area where rain is much needed because they are in a very severe drought, and luckily they are going to be seeing more rain on the way because of Tropical Storm Bud. Currently, winds are at 45 miles per hour. It will make its way up into the United States by this weekend and bring a lot of rain into the area, especially where it's needed. A bulk of the rain in Mexico, but as you can see, the potential for 1 to 3 inches of rain across areas in the southeast that really need that rain. But locally heavy rain is possible, so you want to be on the lookout for any flash flood warnings or watches in those areas. Here's a look at the drought monitor. You can see still an exceptional drought right on the bullseye of the Four Corners. Hopefully this rain, hopefully we will see this improve by next week. Futurecast is going to show a lot of the rain sticking around into the southeast. You can see it calms down at night, picks back up in the day, typical summertime pattern over there. And then we're going to start to see a bulk of that rain start to make its way into Mexico, and that's going to continue to move towards the north. For tonight, we'll see a pretty mild night across the country, 75 in Memphis, 70 in Minneapolis, and 66 in clear skies in Salt Lake City. Looking pretty nice over there. For tomorrow, another hot day across the country where you're seeing these pink, purpley colors. Could see some triple-digit highs over there. 97 in Dallas-Fort Worth, 90 in Minneapolis. Cooler in Billings, 60, and possibility for some rain over there, but still a lot cooler. So if you like those cooler temperatures, you definitely want to head off west. But as for the southern part of the country, you are going to see those more hot temperatures. And for the 118th U.S. Open taking place in Southampton, New York, you're looking at a beautiful Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Perfect weather for golf, 68 on Friday and into the mid-70s for Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's head it over to Dylan for a look at Florida.
Very much, Brittany. Now that we've zoomed out, we're going to zoom back in to Florida and then back into Tallahassee right after this. But looking right now, you're seeing rain clear up definitely in the Panhandle regions, though there is this nice line of lightest showers over in Pensacola near west of Panama City. Down in South Florida, though, you do see some more heavier showers, and we're going to zoom in on that. See some of the showers fading, but looking at Naples or Fort Myers, you're seeing some stronger showers right now with some lightning possibilities east of Fort Myers. I-75, if those folks are driving home, they're going to see some rain on that highway, so make sure they have their headlights on. But as we move up the state, you're going to see some heavier showers by Fort Pierce and some on top of Orlando right now and near Daytona Beach. It's not seeming like the best outdoors days for all three of those regions. So for all those tourists out there, they're not seeing great conditions. And as we move further up the state, Jacksonville has definitely cleared out in the last hour and a half. They're seeing their showers move eastward offshore, so they are seeing some improvement, but cloud cover is definitely sticking around. And as we finally move west into the Panhandle, you see a strong shower over by Panama City, but not lightest showers, these lighter greens indicating a lighter shower, but the darker the color is on the scale, get up into the yellows and the orange, those are the heavier showers, and you're only seeing one right now by Panama City. So nothing too bad. This might make its way eastward into Tallahassee, but as the time goes on and as the sun sets, the heating is not as big of a factor, and you're going to see some cooling off for us here, and you're going to see those dissipating of the showers. Temperatures throughout the region relatively cool where there is rain, but warmer where you haven't seen as much rain, down into the 70s in Tallahassee and Pensacola, and down into the 70s as well in Miami. As we look at the dew point, moist throughout the entirety of the state, and even more moist in Key West at 78 degrees. Just a lot of moisture sitting over in the Gulf right now, so it's coming into our area of the state of Florida. And as Jake mentioned, that low pressure system is going to keep the upper level low by in Alabama is really keeping this line of storms possible and stronger for tonight over by Tallahassee and Pensacola. But then as we go into later tonight, those start to dissipate, and farther into the night you do see that resurgence of those showers due to that upper level low impacting them as well. As we get into our temperatures right now, for tonight you're going to see rain showers possible and cooler temperatures throughout, and for tomorrow, kind of the same kind of day, just seeing a repeat pattern of showers and warm temperatures, cooler where you see more showers. Jake?
Thanks a lot, Dylan. We're going to close things off here with the final local look, starting off with our time lapse today from the FSU weather stem located on top of the Pensacola Street Garage right here on campus. And you saw some of that heavy rain filtering in during the afternoon hours. Quite a big dosage, with parts of campus getting in excess of an inch of rain, although the official reading out of Tallahassee International Airport is just about under 1 inch. Still a pretty decent covering out there today. 76 degrees currently. Scattered thunderstorms still in the area, mostly a cloudy sort of stratiform, what we'll call a boring rain around the city right now. So calming down a little bit. The winds are calm as well to really go along with that. And as you can see, a lot of this rain-cooled areas are really the big story for us here, and that's what's helping us kind of dial out of this rain out off to our west. 77 in Quincy as well as Thomasville, 79 over in Bainbridge. Around this time of day, we could be seeing temperatures of 90 degrees if we hadn't really had any rain. So a lot of this stuff that's marching off towards the east sort of fading out, and that's why we're not really getting anything more than just a light drizzle at this point. But the moisture is really sticking around with the dew points in the 70s across the entire viewing area, still having that moisture funneling in out of the Gulf of Mexico with a ridge over the Atlantic helping to concentrate more of that moisture, and that will not be changing anytime soon really for us. And as you can see here, a lot of that rainfall sort of dissipating as it tries to cross the Apalachicola River. This is, of course, pretty standard practice for us weather enthusiasts around here who always seem to notice this happening, which is a good thing for us here because we've had a lot of rainfall earlier in the afternoon. And again, we should start to see that threat dissipating a little bit, although we can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm for the rest of the evening, with that upper level low in Alabama helping to concentrate more of that rainfall in the Panhandle into tomorrow. So we still could be in for a pretty active afternoon across the Big Bend region through the rest of the day tomorrow and into our Saturday as well. For tonight, storm's going to be dissipating even more after sunset. 71 degrees for your nighttime low. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy night is in store for us. And for tomorrow, 90 degrees for that afternoon high. Afternoon thunderstorms are likely with a 60% chance of rain. Most of that rainfall should be concentrated off to our west of the Apalachicola River out in the central time zone. Southerlies really helping to keep that moisture in our area. area. Setting up for what's not exactly an ideal beach day tomorrow, 79 degrees for the water temperatures, a chance of thunderstorms with the winds largely out of the south. Not really too choppy on the waters, which is at least nice for us. And as for the golf forecast, I'll try to get out there assuming the rain doesn't really put much of a damper on the plans. 90 degrees for the afternoon high. And we're just going to start to see a bit of a drying trend here. 92 for our daytime high on Father's Day, which is definitely a welcome sight with 20% chance of rain, setting up for another summertime, pretty standard practice week ahead after that. For all of your information, keep up with us on social media at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at FSU Weather. And have a great night, and we'll see you again Monday night.